So I'm here because I've grown up in Boston my whole life. I've seen it become more and more expensive to live here. And I've seen young people, parishioners, have to move from the city because they can't afford the prices to be here. And what it seems to me is that if people work, they go and they do what we've asked them to do, to have a job and to work, we should give them what it takes to put food on their table. People shouldn't have to work 40 hours and live in a homeless shelter. Any system that allows people to work and doesn't give them what they need to live is an unjust system.
As more and more young people are incarcerated and then they get out, the same thing that led us to have to sit in Montgomery.
I do think it is a little disheartening that 49 years later we are still asking for some of the same things that Dr. King was fighting for. You know, I think we should have come to the place in America where we don't have to backtrack and cover ground that we should have finished many years ago. But the reality is that that is true. And what we're here to do is to remind the citizens of Massachusetts, and particularly the legislators of Massachusetts, that we cannot celebrate Dr. King's dream in January if we don't allow every single worker to be part of that dream. Everybody to be able to go and put in a hard day's work and come home and put food on their table.
Person. I can't walk past that Dunkin' Donuts to get to my...
Well, what I mean by racial justice, I mean by basically being discriminated at work. I'm talking basically being walking down the street and being pulled over by cops. Certain little things like that, being incarcerated for no reason, being shot by police for no reason. These are a lot of things that needs to change, and it's still happening to this day. And it's a lot of people would think that since we're in 2017, a lot of things will change, but it hasn't.
So there's a study that says in order to rent a 2-bedroom in Massachusetts, you have to make $25.91 an hour.
When I say economic justice, I'm saying that we need a livable wage so people can support their family. There's more than 50% of black workers make under $15. Nearly 60% of Latino workers make less than $15. So to me, the math is wrong. We deserve to be able to take care of our family, provide for our family, be able to pay for housing, being able to pay for a way to get to work. There's a lot of things that are taken for granted that a lot of people think that we don't need or we don't work hard for, but we work hard for our families, work hard for our friends, we work hard for everything we need in life. We're trying to sustain our family at the end of the day. We're trying to survive.
Today, we stand here ready to march because we are committed to continuing the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.